Continuing on, example 4, 5, and 6. Same thing. We look at what we have. Right now I've got 1, 2, 1, 2. I've got two sets of congruent sides. Mn is the same as Qp. No is the same as Qt. That's two sets of sides, but again, that's not enough. I either need this third side congruent for SSS, or I need the angle in between them to be the same. The angle in between my sides. Let's see, these two sides meet at N, and that's 90 degrees. These two sides meet at Q, and that's 90 degrees. 90 degrees is the same as 90 degrees, so if you didn't have these symbols here, maybe instead you'd be given these, but they mean congruent. So I mean, I can give you an actual angle measure here. I could say this was 20 and this was 20. I could say this is 90 and this is 90 like I did originally. It doesn't matter. The point is that they're the same. That's just what you have to have, that they're the same somehow. So this is, again, SAS, because you got two sets of congruent sides and the angle in between these sides, in both cases, they are also congruent, those two angles. So it's SAS, and then we got to write our congruent statement, triangle NMO. The nice thing about this is that when you're given an angle, N, well, that has the arc mark on, or it had 90 on it, well, it's really clear which letter that matches up with. It matches with Q, because that has the arc mark on it too. And then, or you could have done it the other way that I was doing earlier, 2 tick marks and 1 tick mark, 2 tick marks and 1 tick mark, Q. And then from N I went to M, and I went to M along the side with 1 tick mark. So if I start a Q here, I better go to P, 1 tick mark. And then obviously the third one's got to be L. Alright, last but not least, I've got these two problems here. These two problems are examples where these are not congruent triangles. They might look it, but it's not. We don't have enough information to conclude that. I mean, we can't simply say it, because it doesn't fit SSS, it doesn't fit SAS. Let's look at this one first. This one, I see one set of congruent sides. I've got one S, but I've got no angles, I've got no extra sides. And side by itself, that's not one of your 4 congruence methods. But then you might say, well, I can label that shared side congruent. So I've got 2 S's. But I still don't have this third pair. I don't know if these are the same length. So I can't say much else. There's no way for me to label congruent angles. I don't have angle marks, I don't have vertical angles, I don't have parallel lines, I've got nothing. So that's as far as I can go with that. These are not congruent. That's all you'll write there. I don't want you to fill anything in here, because this says that these are congruent. I mean, if you wanted to, you could put a line through that to say not congruent, and then just call that a day. Don't give me a reason either, because if you're giving me a reason, it's to say that they are congruent, not that they aren't. This triangle, this picture is pretty much the same problem, just a little different. Again, I see one set of congruent marks for sides, so that's good. And I see another set of congruent marks for sides. I've got 2 S's, okay? But then I've got nothing else. I don't know about these 2 sides. They look like they might be the same, but I don't actually know. And then you might remember from the third problem we did that, hey, you got vertical angles here. Okay. So now you're thinking, hey, 2 sides at an angle, that's good. But the positioning of that angle really, really matters. Okay, the angle has to be where the 2 congruent sides meet. Here's my 2 congruent sides, and they seem to meet at S. And the angle's not there, so this doesn't work. It doesn't work in this one either. These 2 sides, they meet here. The angle's not there, so this is not congruent. Even if one of these, let's say for some reason, you had an angle mark there. Okay, let's say these triangles are completely separated, and this is one triangle you saw, and this is another triangle you saw. Still wouldn't work, because here it matches the SAS pattern, but here it doesn't. The angle's not in between the sides. There's no way that I could pick this triangle up and put it on top of this one. Maybe I have to flip it around and put it on top. But these might match up, but these wouldn't. And that's the problem. Okay? That's why these are not congruent. Alright, that about covers it for triangle congruence in terms of SSS and SAS. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave a comment in the box, email me, talk to me in class, and I'll be sure to get back to you as soon as I can. I hope this was helpful and informative. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.